What's going on? It's Justeeni here. Is Tiny Pangea back? So, before all the tribe balance updates and stuff, Cymanti and Illyrian were really, really dominant on Tiny Pangea, and the only way to counter them was with Omaji and stuff. But that is no longer the case. Illyrian Polytars have been nerfed, so they're significantly easier to counter on Pangea. And with the changes to Cymanti, they are no longer the oppressive force that they once were, especially on a Pangea map where lighthouses are harder to come by. So I decided to queue up some games against Tiny Pangea, and all 4 of the games were actually against this guy, Seleniac. I don't know exactly how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. He is actually a well-known bullet player. He likes playing the tiny maps. Yeah, there was no one else playing this, but I'm making this video because this map type is actually good again. There's no stupidly overpowered tribe to ruin everything anymore. And I'm going to show you some games with some tribe picks that you would normally not see on this map type. And yeah, let's get right into things. So first off, we have a really good Imperius spawn. And of course, because I have to show this off every video, look at these explorers. This is an interesting strategy with turn 0 tribes now. Sacrifice some economy, but get really good map info. People say that tiny maps have a lot of RNG. You can kind of just remove a bit of that. So now you know exactly where you can safely step. And yeah, I see the opponent's Venger, but the spawn's really good for me because I get that level 3 city, get the turn 2 rider. They step on the village, but they're the one getting kicked off, which is normally not how this goes at all. And then I'm not only stealing the village, but also the ruin. I get roads. Everything's actually looking really nice for me here. Pop ruin, surprisingly, doesn't actually give me the giant yet. But once again, I'm bullying Venger here. So if you're worried about Venger being too strong, no, Venger is not too strong. Even on Tiny Pangea, even with a 2-mine spawn, which is actually well above average for Venger. Turn 7 giant, thanks to the Pop Ruin, and the Lighthouse, and road connections. Just kind of insane stuff. And yeah, this game ends pretty quickly. But I've got a lot more games to show, of course, because these games are fast. These games take 10 minutes or less to play, which is pretty awesome, actually. But yeah, I'll go ahead and cut to the next one. Alright, so now we're running it back with another tribe that you would never see before, Yadak. Are they just a worse Omaji still? Or are they a better Omaji? Or do they play completely different? It's the third one. They play completely different. And rare moment where road opening is actually good for Yadak, Tiny Pangea, where you can expand nice and quickly. You're going to see a really funky opening here. You see we're against Imperius. And I go with this double road to go onto this village and ruin at the same time. Really risky, but it pays off with the riding, or star ruin into riding. Yes, I go riding. Why not org? Why not get my eco up? Because I'm that guy. And it's Tiny Pangea. You need to play things really safe. And I know I'm going to get meeting stars anyway. I can afford org later. There's the meeting stars right on cue. There's the organization, get the workshop. And this is a really nice position for me. I managed to sneak a city back there, combined with the Star Ruin, and pop an Explorer off. And things are going pretty nicely for me. You can see Seleniac got a workshop on his capital, not going with the fancy Explorer strats. So his economy is actually doing about the same as mine, actually a little worse. But I am going to get a city advantage here, and thanks to the fact that I have roads. Yadak is a force to be reckoned with on Tiny Pangea, that's for sure. They try to play really aggressive, try to risk it all, but unfortunately, I have all my bases covered. There's no chance for Imperius at this point. I managed to steal this village that I definitely should not have been able to get, but yeah, I got a little lucky there. There's still going to be luck on tiny maps, but what's nice is, again, they're really quick, so you just hop right into the next one. You get unlucky, cool, just play another one. But yeah, speaking of which, let's cut to the next one. Now, I figured I had to at least try a Cymanti on Tiny Pangea to really see, are they still, really good? So I'm not just going to claim, oh, Cymanti's no longer that good on Tiny Pangea, without actually trying it at least. So that's exactly what we're doing, and tell you what, they are definitely worse. Right away, something you can notice just immediately is I can't get a level 3 cap. And this is going to prove to be a huge weakness on Pangea because you don't have those lighthouses. Now you go for the Explorer. I don't know if this is the best way to play. I do like it because you know where your Shaman can go safely, and the Meaning Stars lets you get earlier Hexapods, but at the same time, earlier Hexapods are way worse, so maybe Workshop's better. You guys in the comments can tell me that I'm playing incorrectly here. But I decided to go with just like old Sime strats, basically. And I go for this convert, and you'll see I threw the game here. What I was supposed to do was train a warrior on my cap, then convert. And then I'm actually able to keep this village. I did all the calculations and stuff. I was supposed to keep the village. But yeah, it's really easy to accidentally throw the game. You can tell I'm super experienced with Simanti on tiny maps because I'm making trivial mistakes like this. Oopsie daisies, now I lose the game. So the fact that it just takes one mistake to lose with Simanti already says a lot about them. Yeah, I just lose the city. And I tried to muster up some counterplay, but yeah, I'm just not able to get anywhere. They even like leveled up super late. I go for network. I was thinking this might be the way for Simanti to go. It was already the way for them to go on Tiny Pangea normally. If they can't get the quick centipede, you go for network and get the mycelium. Because mycelium is just really useful for Simanti in general. But yeah, this is really bad. I don't have a shaman. My eco's really bad. It's a 3-on-3 eventually. Took me a while to get there, but yeah, this is just bad. Like you'll see some mycelium value though. Look at that. Look at that. That is efficient use of mycelium. Boom. Bunch of heals. But then they get a pop rune, and yeah, you guys know how this is gonna go. Not very well. And yeah. But I figured I have to give Simanti one more try. I'm not gonna throw the game this time, so I'll go ahead and cut to the next one. Alright, so this time we're not gonna screw it up. I'm still gonna do the Explorer opening, because I think it's at least decent. Even if it's not the best way to play, it's definitely not bad. Again, I like being able to know, oh, I can safely move my shaman up north. Like, losing the 1-star per turn sucks a little bit, but yeah. I actually don't move the shaman up north. Instead, I do something different, because Yada can't move here immediately, but I know they will move here soon. They're gonna get vision, and sure enough, now I have 2 speedy warriors, and that's enough to knock them off the city, and yeah, then I can get Org pre-cap if I so desire. Gets me level 3 cap, and levels up my second city. Get a pop rune, which is really nice here. And I'm able to upgrade this. And again, really slow to get hexapods. Simanti eco is so slow. Yeah, knocking me off the ruin though, which that's fine. I can deal with that. Now going for riding for the hexapods. But hexapods aren't quite the carry in the early game that they used to be. In fact, they're pretty bad at attacking into warriors. But I'm still going to use them anyway. I'm going to try my best. I let them kill the hexapod because I just want to get the free warrior. And I'm going to do it in the correct order this time. I learned from my mistakes. Yadek is farming already. But I'm just kind of repositioning, trying to figure things out, what I want to do. I let them kill more warriors, but I'm fine just getting these conversions. I'm already pop capped in my capital, so you know, it actually gives me more space to train units and strategy. I see these riders from Yadek, and I decide, let's go Ketones, because Ketones, these bad boys are even stronger than before. You guys might know that Ketones used to be really good. And now Poison is way better. And I think they used to not have creep either, so they're just way better, straight up. And you're gonna see, Simanti definitely still has chances on tiny maps with these Ketones, because these are devastating. Yeah, I do a little misplay here. I was supposed to move the 11 HP here and the 15 HP here. And then when I place a mycelium here, it heals the 11 HP. I moved the 15 HP here. I wanted to move the 11 HP there, but then I realized it's not going to be in the range of mycelium. And yes, mycelium plus the ketons, deadly combination. They can't attack my ketons unless they want to kill them. And these ketons are right next to his capital. He has to deal with them. But if he hits them, they just heal for free. And this is really, really scary, actually. Now, again, this is pretty hard to set up. I needed to get 4 techs in addition to my starting tech. And Yannick's trying to fight back, but they're not equipped to deal with this. Now, if they had archery, they would deal with it just fine, but I'm recognizing Yannick's weaknesses here. And I'm able to go for the cap siege. Beautiful stuff. And I get a centipede now on my capital thanks to Gate of Power. Really late turn, 14 centipede. And can Yannick break through? Can they unsiege? No, they can't. And I managed to get it done, actually, with the city disadvantage. But Simanti definitely still can cook on Tiny Pangea, but you'll notice they're a lot, and I mean a lot weaker. So definitely give Tiny Pangea a try. Like, it's actually kind of balanced now, and it's really fun. Again, it's a tiny map, so there's still going to be some luck, but it's like, it's really fast, really fun. You know, just overall a good time. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Like and sub, and have a good one.